Of Stewed Productions.
Helps to have a mic.
Yeah, it helps be a little more prepared.
I feel like we were kind of prepared for some things.
We're about as prepared as we get.
Yeah, let's see if I can figure out how to do the bug this time.
Oh, have you not tried it since last week? Mm-mm. You thought you were just magic? It was just magically going to happen again?
I thought maybe. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So
you had an entire week
to
fix this.
Uh-huh.
And you waited till just now to try to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Just checking.
Yeah. So I don't know. No, that won't work. All right, just do the bug. Just do the bug. Hey, Jose. Hey, Jose. Hey-o. Hey-yo. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Liquid Lunch.
Liquid Lunch.
Texas Live Midday Craft Beer Show. It is noon. It is Monday. Your weekend is behind you, and it is time to focus. Laser focus. You had the morning to get yourself together, to get reconfigured to actually doing something productive for the man who pays your paychecks, or the woman, or the company or entity or whomever. It's time to.
I don't know if our chats are working.
They are working.
No, I mean, okay, our chats are working, but I'm not seeing them.
Oh.
I can't put them on air.
Well, I'll give you time. You let me know when you need me to do the thing.
No, it's what thing?
You know, where I talk and you do the.
I don't. Since we start early, I don't need to do that anymore. I get I get all that done before the show.
Oh, it's good that we communicate about all that. That's good. That's good.
So
chats are looking good. So thanks everybody for watching and being a part of us, starting off your week here with Liquid Lunch. I'm Josh Kennedy over there, and we're going to talk Texas craft beer. If you didn't already know, if you're new to the show, shoo. We got a couple of beers on the table. We'll get to those in just a second. Kennedy.
Yes.
Your weekend, beer-related things over your weekend. What did you do? How was it?
Beer-related?
Yeah.
It was nice.
What'd you do?
Well, I had brunch at Thistle Draft Shop.
You had brunch at Thistle Draft Shop in Spring?
I did.
Hey, Derek. Thanks for being a part of the show.
Hi, Derek.
What did you have at Thistle Draft Shop for brunch on Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Yesterday. So that was yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, Sunday brunch makes sense.
Sunday brunch.
What did you have?
I had some Tasty AF because I love that beer
from Saloon Door.
So much.
Okay,
so much.
That's fantastic. Speaking of Saloon Door in Alvin, Texas, south of Houston, for those of you watching outside of the Houston area, bunch of smart NASA type folks, not far from NASA. So if you're ever coming to Houston and you're doing the touristy thing, going to NASA, Saloon Door should be on the list of things to see. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I love about the Houston area. We have these little pockets. So if you're going to do NASA kind of stuff or KEMA, there's a handful of breweries down there that you need to put on your list.
Hey there, Bruce Leslie.
Hey, Bruce.
Bruce, I think Josh and I was talking about the Ren Fest.
Oh, yes.
And drinking scotch.
Scotch.
Yeah. How's it going, Bruce?
I've been watching, I've gotten... Bruce, I want to thank you for helping me dip my toe into the Scotch Pond. Mm-hmm. Scotch Pond? Sounds like a wonderful place, actually.
It sounds a little peaty to me.
But anyway, could be briny. But anyway, if it's at Islay. I've been, there's a great Scotch documentary on, I believe it's Hulu, if you have Hulu.
I believe that's called a Scotchumentary.
Sure.
It is.
Okay. But anyway, it follows, what's the name of the brewery? Or not brewery, the distillery. Not Lagavulin. That's the one we had. The 16-year. It's the name is Laddie. What is it? Bruce knows. Bruce is like laughing at me right now.
That's okay. I'm laughing at you too.
Yeah. I forget. Okay. Anyway.
Great
documentary. But I've been drinking more scotch.
You could have just made up anything there, and most people would.
Brooke Laddie.
Yeah.
I'm butchering the pronunciation.
That's a good name to make.
Brooke Laddie.
Sure.
Brooke Laddie?
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, Scotch. If we ever if beer gets outlawed, I'm going to Scotch. Mm-hmm. That's it.
If beer gets outlawed, then we have a lot more issues than you just going to Scotch.
I'm just saying that's my backup plan. If Liquid Lunch starts to peter in the interest in beer, starts to completely,
if it starts to
Peter, that's what I'm saying, right? That's my backup plan. Is just going to Liquid Lunch, just doing an all Scotch show. That's what I would do, and I would bring Bruce on every time.
Do you have any Scotch in your DNA?
After a couple weekends ago, I'm sure I do.
because
That's a joke saying I had a lot of it.
There is a Kennedy clan
Yeah.
in Scotland.
Okay.
So just so you
Oh,
know,
you're talking about that?
Yeah.
As far as I know, I did the DNA thing. There's Scottish in there.
All right.
Speaking of Scotch, did we watch the fight this weekend? Which, because Conor McGregor is Irish,
he's
which
Irish.
is exactly the same thing. I did see the fight, and didn't go the way most people thought it was going to go. But you can't discount a guy like Dustin Poirier.
So I don't know what happened. I remember hearing about the fight, so I don't know what happened.
You know who Conor McGregor is,
I
right?
know Conor McGregor is, and I'm sure the fight went exactly like he wanted it to, because I'm sure he came away with just millions from that fight. So win or lose, he wins.
Well, for the time being, but he actually set himself back quite a bit. So he was winning. He won the first round. The leg kick got him. He just couldn't recover from that. Dustin Poirier nailed him with the leg kicks, and just he had no answer for it. And so now, I'm sure he'll come back. He's if he wants to come back, he's capable of rebuilding. But now he lost the Pacquiao fight. There's no Mayweather fight, so that's $100 million or more each on both of those. That is no longer an option. He's not going to fight for the title now. He's going to have to win a couple more fights. And he got exposed a bit. And he was shown to be a little like, do I really want to do this anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who Conor McGregor is, Jose. I don't live under a rock.
The Rock, he's a pro wrestler, not a UFC fighter.
Yes, I don't live under the rock either. I don't live under a rock, and I don't live under the rock.
I imagine living under the Rock would be very sweaty.
I don't think
He's a very large man.
Living under anyone like that has got to be awful.
Well,
You can never look up at the sky
perhaps
without being grossed out.
Well, no, not necessarily. There are more petite, like if you lived under a woman who was only, I don't know, say 4'11", 5'1", something like that.
Oh no!
At your stature, I'm just saying you would be able to see the sky. But under the Rock, you would be dwarfed.
Yeah.
He's taller than you, and very muscly.
So
he cast a big shadow.
Beer related stuff.
Okay, let's get to that.
Jeffrey brewed a pseudo lager pills. What's a pseudo lager?
That means he's not lagering it, or it wasn't to Reinheitsgebot, maybe. Or you're gonna have to elaborate there, Jeffrey.
And you brewed 2 beers this weekend.
Yeah,
I remember him saying he was out of beer, so
a huge range there, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
A pills, a pseudo lager, and a stout. That's range.
I wish I had that. I've only got one fermenting chamber, so I couldn't do.
You could.
So once
you don't have to have a fermenting chamber this time of year.
No,
if you're doing an ale, just let it go, man. Like my house stays at 66.
Yeah, I had a problem with my last beer, and it never got cold enough.
Never got cold enough?
Or never got warm enough.
Because you kept it in your chamber?
Yeah.
You can change your chamber temperature.
I don't have a heater hooked up to my chamber.
But you can dial up the chamber temperature, right?
I did. It never got up to that temperature.
Put a hoodie on it.
Yeah.
Right? You have a hoodie, like an old hoodie. Get one of those Buc-ee's hoodies. Get like a XXX Buc-ee's hoodie. Those things are great, and they're so soft. But just don't dry them. I got we were on a road trip to a gymnastics competition a couple years ago. Doing that dad thing.
Thanks, Jose.
Rolling down the road in my minivan, and it was cold. It got cold all of a sudden, so we stopped off at the Buc-ee's in, what's that one there as you're going to, if you're going to like San Antonio from here?
You're right outside of Katy.
No. Let's say you're going to Fredericksburg, not San Antonio. Let's say you're going to Fredericksburg.
Right.
It's the one. It's not the one on 10. It starts with a B. Bastrop? It's the one in Bastrop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's one in Bastrop.
Yeah. And and Jeffrey says you could use a lamp. Don't make it an LED lamp, though. And you can use it as a heater. You could even put a timer on that or something.
Yeah, no, my ink bird works well with those. When it gets too hot, when it gets too warm, it'll just cut the power to the heater.
Yeah. Why didn't you do that?
I don't know. I just never bought a heater.
You can get one off Amazon for like
it's never been an issue.
$25.
This has literally never been an issue until this last beer of mine.
Okay.
Never been an issue.
Huh.
It is now.
All right.
And it's probably not much of one, but
just wrap it
anyway, I am kegging that. I'm kegging my ESP today.
Did it ferment? how you want to do?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Speaking of homebrew, you brought the Grainfather today.
I did.
So now the pressure is on me to use it.
The pressure is on you. You finally have a brewing system in your house.
I've
A
had
very
it.
small and convenient brewing system, I may add.
Right.
Takes all the work out of it. Does basically brews for you.
Yeah. Hey, Philip. So it's not really
Hey, Philip.
homebrewing. It's more like managing.
It's still homebrewing.
I'm like the homebrew manager.
It's still homebrewing.
Delegating.
But I will say this: you have less than 2 weeks to brew,
Oh, that's fine.
because then I will take it back
Do.
because I need to brew. So since we're talking about my grandfather,
Yeah. Your grandfather.
I have a
that's right.
situation, and maybe all our super helpful viewers, especially you, Jose, super helpful viewers here. I've got a predicament.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right, so I just had word that the guy who lent me his grandfather is moving out of state.
Where's he moving to? Just name the state.
Colorado.
Okay.
He's moving to Colorado.
Yeah.
Now, remember, I haven't talked to this guy in well over a year.
Okay.
And every time I have seen him, I let him know, if you need it back, just let me know. I'll give you it back. So, Jose, I'm not stealing it. Anytime he wants it back, he's more than welcome to have
You
it.
can't double steal it. How was I saying keep it?
But so here's my conundrum.
Okay.
Should I offer him some money? And how much money should I offer him, or should I just let him leave? I know personally, if it was me and I had this brewing system and I wasn't using it and had no plans to use it, but I know the guy that I lent it to is using it quite frequently,
Right.
I'd be fine with just letting him have it.
All right. So let's work through this.
So
Let's play both sides. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right? And no matter how flat you make a pancake, there's still two sides, right?
yeah. So
Doesn't
anyone,
matter how flat you make a pancake, there's still two sides.
all right. I'm kind of leaning towards what Philip just said, but I'm curious what everybody else thinks.
That's a flat. Okay. So here's what we do. If I'm the owner, and I know the owner personally, so I know a bit of personality, but if I'm putting myself in his situation, you're making a move to Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's got a job up there that he's going to?
No.
No?
He is 100% working from home now, so he can literally live anywhere.
Oh.
And this is where he's choosing to move to.
Okay. So
and remember, this is all like third-hand info from me because I heard.
okay. So
I heard from somebody.
he's just
who knows
choosing to move.
him. Yeah.
How much of a is he moving into an apartment, into a house?
I don't know. All I know is he's moving.
I would, if I'm going to move states away,
Yeah.
and if I haven't used something in a long time, that's one of those things I'm like, I don't really need it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been like 2.5 years
Now
since he's probably used that thing.
I'm a natural hoarder, so I'm going to keep all my stuff. But my wife,
Yeah.
who is better than I am by leaps and bounds,
Yes.
is not a hoarder. She's a very practical person,
Yes.
and so when
Does it bring you joy?
huh?
That's how, when you're getting rid of stuff. When you're trying to get rid of stuff,
Oh.
if you're a hoarder,
Yeah.
you got to ask yourself: does this particular thing bring you joy?
Yes, other than just it's there, and if it weren't there, I would notice that it's not there for a moment. But yeah, so if we haven't used something in like 30 days or whatever, we'd have no plans to use it. Especially in the garage, I'm always like, I can
Hold on. Can we put this conversation on hold for a second?
Hold on. Yes. Go ahead. I know where you're going.
Yes, because I mean, this whole grandfather situation is making me a bit thirsty.
Well, I would say I'm not at the top of my game to be able to talk about things. I was wondering why.
Yeah.
I'm a little off.
Yeah, I know.
So
I mean,
let's
we
figure out.
literally went 14 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's unacceptable.
It's truly unacceptable.
Utterly unacceptable. So
Yeah.
let's look at our watches. And ladies and gentlemen, what time is it?
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
So on the table today, two beers, both of historic proportions. First, the one I brought to the table because I, live here, and so I'm going to do it, and I want to crack into that one first. Crispy Business from Real Ale Brewing. It's historic because it's the last beer I had, historically speaking,
Right.
before today.
Okay.
And it's a reference to Risky Business, which is a historical movie by all accounts.
It's not a historical movie.
It is. It's back when Tom Cruise acted. He wasn't just Tom Cruise being a thing. It's like you got lost, immersed in that role of Tom Cruise as the guy at home alone, and then the escort came to the house and he danced around in his underwear and all that. Right? So risky business, 80s movie, crispy business, a lager. Interesting thing about this lager, as I've already sampled, made sure, tested. Jose says he's never seen risky business.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's not a must see like Roadhouse or Point Break or Predator or something like that. But that's the thing. Like cable classics are a thing of the past. Cable's dead. Nobody flips around on their channels anymore, and it comes across things unless you're at, I don't know, if you're getting your car repaired and you're sitting in their waiting room. That's the only time you flip around. Other than that, and that's usually in the middle of the day. So it's like, what are those things called? The Spanish
Inquisition?
No, the Spanish language.
Fly.
The Spanish language soap operas. What are they called? Telenovela?
Novellas.
Telenovela?
No, novellas.
Novella. Yeah. That's basically that, and then like some infomercials are all you see during the day at the when you're getting your car repaired in their waiting room. Novellas, that's right. Thank you. Man,
this thing nice and clear.
Yes. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it's so crispy. I think. Let me look at the info on this beer, but it's got kind of a fruity element to it. It's very crispy, as they say, but you compare it to something like the St. Arnold H-Town Pils. Very different beers. Again, very, very different beers. Very light body, very crispy. Would be a good like hot day beer. So that's my ringing endorsement of this beer. This is a hot day beer. This beer will come into its own in about 5 days when it's 99 degrees again. So,
nice slurp.
Thank you. Not a slurp, more of a.
So he's asking why this looks like Tron.
Well, it's 80s.
He's got a point there.
It's a little Tron-y.
And
Tron-like.
It does. It is more of a. It looks more like Tron than.
I don't remember the last real ale beer we had, but I think I've liked every real ale beer I've ever had. I've never had this one's only at 4.5%, so it's a great lunchtime beer. It would go great with a tuna fish sandwich, I think.
I know my favorite real ale beer to say.
What?
The best, I guess, name for a real ale beer is Bitch and Camaro.
There you go. This one only going to be available February through April. So grab some, and I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like they should bring it back out when it's super hot. This will be a really good super hot beer.
I agree. This is good.
Technically a Hellas, but light body, super light body. Let's see. Small sweet. Yep. Callista hops. Anybody use Callista hops? Callista. You ever used a Callista?
I have not.
Okay.
I bet Jeffrey has.
It's a modern hop, apricot, peach, blackberry on the aroma. Yeah. Crispy. Crusher, for sure. It's a crusher. It's crushable. This would be one I would say this is crushable. If I'm like define crushable, this beer is crushable.
Not a Dead Kennedy song, Philip. You're close though. It's a Dead Milkmen song.
Oh.
Bitch and Camaro.
Right.
Jeffrey never used it.
Oh, the Callista?
Never used Callista.
Maybe it's time we all get on that Callista bandwagon. And we could use it. Here's the next contest for maybe the Rogue Brewers. Or how about we do our own homebrew competition just for Liquid Lunch? And
you versus me?
No, I'm going to invite people to join us.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I guess if we're both entering beers, I would rather do, instead of a competition, because it's so subjective, I would rather do an exhibition. And everybody uses Callista hops in different styles and different variants, but everybody can only use Callista hops, and we call it the beer that everybody chooses. Callista explains it all. Eh? An homage to the great show Clarissa. Is it Clarissa? Clarissa? The one from Nickelodeon with, what was her name? You know, this is a sound reference.
Who's the, or the,
Clarissa Explains It All.
or we do something, what's the show from the 90s with Callista Flockhart?
Oh,
Felicity.
That's not Felicity. Felicity was with, this is the worst. This is another segment of Josh and Kennedy don't know what they're referencing. No, Callista Flockhart was Ally McBeal.
Oh, okay.
Felicity was Carrie Russell.
Okay, that's right.
And I'm talking about what's her face, Melissa Joan Hart in Carissa Explains It All. No, Carissa. It's one of those. Before she did Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No, we need to have the Ally McBeers contest.
I never watched the show.
I didn't either.
And she dated Harrison Ford too, right?
Did she?
Yeah, for a long time.
Oh.
Clarissa. Yeah. Yeah. I
No.
was like, what are you talking about? I don't know.
I don't know what we're talking about.
But anyway.
But if you want to have a Liquid Lunch Invitational.
Dancing Baby was
Oh, you know
was
what?
the
We could
show.
do
Yeah.
a Liquid Lunch Invitational and judge it at Thistle Draft Shop on one of our days there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Okay.
But everybody has to use Callista hops.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Jules says, hey, Jules. Jules says that Harrison Ford and Ally McBeal are married,
Oh.
which is,
Huh.
it's fine, I suppose. I guess I approve. I'm all about marriage.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm glad they got married. It's been a while. It's been a little time since I've asked. Kennedy,
What?
speaking of, Jules
Oh.
brought it up
Yeah. Ask what?
about,
Huh.
what's your opinion of Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart being married? How long have they been married?
I don't know.
Let's find out how long they've been married. Somebody let me know. How long have they been married, and how long were they together before they got married? That's the real question. Mm-hmm. Also, Harrison Ford wears hoop earrings at 70 years of age. There's a commitment too.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right. Philip and Jeffrey both said they would enter the Liquid Lunch Invitational.
They'll enter any kind of.
And good for them.
I don't know if I want to do competition because that means judges. I want to do more of an exhibition.
I mean,
Competitions are fine and have their place, but I want to highlight.
it's not a competition.
I want that's what I'm saying. An exhibition. It's different.
All right.
And then we'll get a big Russian to come in and we'll yell at him. This is supposed to be an exhibition. That's a Rocky IV reference.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought that this is supposed to be an exhibition is when he fought Mr. T. And Mr. T was like beating up on
It was
him.
Clubber Lang, first of all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was against Mr. T. It wasn't against the Russian yet.
No, it was an exhibition between
My God, we shouldn't be arguing these things.
No,
at
we
all.
should. It was an exhibition between Apollo and Ivan Drago. Remember?
Yeah.
Living in America.
Yeah.
And he got all mad. And he's like, if he dies, he dies. Right? Mm-hmm. So that was his trainer. I forget his name. With all the spit coming out. Saying, this is supposed to be an exhibition. And then, yeah. And then, spoiler alert, Apollo dies. Right?
It's not a spoiler. This thing happened. This all happened in the 80s.
Yes. Okay, so Jeffrey, I like your idea. This is completely non sequitur. Back to what we were talking. Back to the business at hand. I say we do Callista hops and say Callista explains it all. Isn't that the name of the hop? Did I mess that up already?
No one gets your Callista explains it.
I like it.
reference.
Maybe we can get Melissa Joan Hart to make an appearance. And that way we could also have somebody from Real Ale come out and highlight this beer and any other brewery that wants to try with a Callista hop and home brewers. So it doesn't just have to be like home brewers. It can be. We want to highlight this hop. Maybe we get whoever grows this hop to tell us more about this hop. Jeffrey gets the reference. Thank you, Jeffrey.
No, thank you, Jeffrey.
And we could before then we could do a whole series of shows like commenting on different episodes of Clarissa Explains It All. Did you ever watch the show?
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
It was on Nickelodeon.
Okay.
You know who Melissa Joan Hart is, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's got the mom who was famous.
Her mom is famous?
Yeah.
Who's her mom?
Melissa Joan Hart?
No. That's not. Who are you thinking of?
Joan Hart?
Oh, from Hart? That's not her mom.
Joan Hart?
I don't think so.
No, not Joan. The old,
Joan of Arc.
The old.
She's way before them.
No, the old Joan. Joan River?
Joan Rivers?
Yeah.
That's a different. Those are two different people altogether. No. Do you remember what was the movie from the 90s? Can't Hardly Wait? Was it Can't Hardly Wait where the high school and he's like,
Vaguely.
I think it was that movie. She's in that movie. And then Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Do you remember that from ABC? It used to be on ABC.
Yeah, they're doing remakes of it right now on Netflix.
Does it have Melissa Joan Hart in it?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
I don't watch it.
Melissa Joan Hart was in what was that movie? She was in
Yes, I'm way too old for this. Clarissa gets it.
Huh? She explains it all.
She explains it all.
Melissa Joan Hart. Do you remember? Okay, she was one of the first big Maxim magazine covers that was like, I got to get that magazine because she was like.
Well, I've never thought she was sexy.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah, I think we're talking about two different people at this
Probably.
point.
We're talking about Sabrina. That's her. Remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Melissa Joan Hart.
Okay.
You're thinking of somebody else, aren't you? Anyway.
Yeah. All right. I'm thinking of Joan Rivers and her daughter.
Yeah, totally different people. Totes. Now I got to find. Oh, is that a picture from Clarissa Explains It All?
Yeah.
Clarissa Explains It All. That's her from Clarissa Explains It All. It was on Nickelodeon.
Well, do I look like somebody who would ever watch that show?
I watched it back when I was a kid.
All right.
I had a crush on Clarissa.
All right. So I'm getting her confused with Melissa Rivers.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Clarissa Explains It All. First episode in 91. How old were you in 91?
Too old to watch Nickelodeon.
But how old were you?
In 91?
Yeah.
Like 10.
There you go. That's not true. That would make you younger. Well, that'd make me make you my age.
Oh, hold on. 91, I think it was 5.
Okay. Well, then you would have seen the reruns. Anyway, it aired from 91 to 94. So you were in high school. It's a good thing you don't know Clarissa Explains It All. It was a Nickelodeon staple and definitely had a crush on Clarissa.
All right. Anyway, we'll work on the details for the Liquid Lunch Invitational.
Yeah, and we'll do with the hot.
When is the beer due? When do you want to take it?
Listen, this is all just we come up with these ideas and then but then we'll do Callista Explains It All.
We're not doing Callista Explains It All.
Yeah, if we can listen, if we can get Melissa Joan Hart to do a Skype interview.
What kind of beers can you do with the Callista hops?
Anything. That's what I'm saying. We'll highlight it.
I mean,
Let's look up
this
Callista
lager's real good, but I don't think you're ready for lagers.
I've done lagers.
I don't think you're ready for a lager.
You don't know anything. I've done lagers. I was doing lagers before you even knew what craft beer was, bro. Get out of here with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, when was the last time?
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. That's like saying, you don't know about riding on two wheels. It's like, nah. I've been riding on two wheels since before you even knew two wheels were an option. But it's been a long time. But you never forget how to ride a bike.
I'm pretty sure I was riding on two wheels before you were born.
But you're missing my point. I was brewing lagers before, I think even before I was doing interbrews. That's like over a decade ago.
Okay.
So, All right. German hop. It's a German hop.
Mm-hmm.
Fruity flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Intense fruit. So it sounds like you could use it for just about anything. See, who here?
So if we use the Callista Flockhart hops.
No.
What?
Flocculation is not. Listen, Callista Explains It All. If we can get, you got to agree to that. If we can get Melissa Joan Hart to do a Skype interview,
that's the only hop we're allowed to use then.
I think so. I don't know. It's an exhibition. I feel like if any way you can use the hop to, no, and you know what? No, I don't think the only hop, but it's got to be used. Like even if you used it in like like a hop essential oil thing or a hop pillow or some sort of soap, right? Any way you can exhibit.
Are we going to have a minimum amount? Like you have to at least use an ounce of Callista?
Yeah, I'd like.
Hops?
Yes, Philip brings up the point, and this is exactly what I'm thinking. That yes, it'll let people just go nuts, and we can just we can bring some love to the Callista hop. Alpha acid 2.0 to a 5.0.
You're late, Jose. I already said Almond Beer.
Let's see.
Stealing my moves.
It's if you buy 11 pounds right now from Hop Alliance, it's $2.99 per pound.
I'm not gonna $2.99 a pound.
Yeah, profile passion fruit apricot.
That's a good price for hops.
Yeah, but you have to buy 11 pounds. It's on sale though. Hop Alliance.
I will never use. I don't think I've used.
They're saying
I don't
here.
think I've used 12 pounds in all my brewing combined.
Yes,
so far.
but if we're all doing Callista hops type, centric stuff.
Oh, so everyone's got to get the hops from us.
No, I'm saying, but if we wanted to, right? But we'll hash this out. We've got time. We don't have to do it like today. But their profile on Hop Alliance saying wheat beers, pale ales, saisons. Okay. I think you could use anything really.
Yeah. Okay.
Jose just burned himself.
Yeah, I see that.
That's weird. That's weird. Don't do that. So,
I'm assuming you didn't do it on purpose.
This beer's pretty good.
Oh, it's real good.
I like it. Callista hops. Callista explains it all.
It's weird. Like, I want to say in the last 8 months.
Jeffrey, no. He's saying, why don't we? He's getting all engineering on us. Why don't you start alphabetically with the hops and start with Amarillo or whatever's first? It's like, no, we're starting with Callista explains it all because she explains it all. Callista. It's how we came to it.
All right.
Now we're set.
Now,
Callista.
I will say this about our next beer.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready?
I want to keep talking about Callista explains it all.
All right.
Do you remember the song? You never saw it. Did anybody else remember the song? Da 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 da. And she's like drawing stuff on the screen. It was great. It's a great show. I don't remember any like individual episodes. I just remember it coming on. What did you ever watch any shows on Nickelodeon? Did you ever watch Danger Mouse?
The only show I watched on Nickelodeon as on the kid is the one where you got slimed.
You can't do that on television.
You can't do that on television.
Canadian show.
That was from Canada? I didn't know that.
Yeah. You remember who all was on that show?
No.
Alanis Morissette was on that show.
Oh.
When she was young. Anyway, Danger Mouse. You never watched Danger Mouse?
No.
Danger Mouse was great.
I never, like, even when I was a kid, I was never a fan of Nickelodeon.
Double Dare? You never watched Double Dare?
No, so we never.
Double Dare was
I never
awesome.
had cable as a kid, and so whenever we would whenever we go over to the neighbor's house to watch cable, like it would the whole time it was either MTV or it was dirty movies on Skinamax.
Why over the floor? We're gonna have to refloor this whole room.
No,
The wood
untrue.
is bowing.
Untrue. All my spills make it on this carpet.
Yeah, what's underneath the carpet? Wood floor. Because I don't see you in here with a shop vac or a towel ever. The mouse was stuck to the table last week.
You know why you don't see me ever with the shop vac in here?
Right.
It's not my house.
Yeah, you made a mess.
Yeah, I made a mess, and it is your problem.
That's my mic. I'm going to turn you off. Now that's a you problem. It's my mic. My electricity. What if I started doing all that? I'm not going to stoop to that level. I'm just going to... Wow, that's an aggressive pour there, bro.
Well, this is the problem I had before when we had it. It exploded when we opened it, and like it's a lot of head in this beer. Lots of head.
Sounds like an aggressive pour.
It's not the pour. It's not the pourer. It's the beer.
I know it's not...
Because I pretty much don't want to mess this up.
Listen, I know it's not politically correct to blame the poor for problems, but the poor has some responsibility in this case.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to hand you this beer, and I want to see if you do any better.
Okay.
Yes. So chug that one.
I didn't need to do that. I brought other glasses. That was stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wasted the rest of this beer. Hand me a glass.
I use this. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you did.
Yes,
brought these glasses.
I'm trying to save glasses. I'm looking.
I brought them for a. Listen, you know me. There's a lot of CO2 in there. Ooh.
Yeah. See.
It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, it's...
Yeah. Exactly. I'm telling you, it's not all me.
It's not entirely fair. I knew that what was coming, right?
Yeah. You knew what was coming, and it still kind of got you.
A little bit. I could have let it settle, though. Yep. There you go. Anyway. You do what you got to do, right? So let's talk about this beer. Although, I think I got you. I think that's good. It's a pretty good play there.
I was clicking the wrong mouse.
That happens. That's what she said. Jules says, well, when you shake it up, Jules, were you dancing around?
Jules is always dancing.
That's what I'm saying.
At least she's always dancing around. She's always dancing around in my head.
Okay. No, when I think of Jules like at home, I think of like she just turns on music and she's doing like that 80s dance where you kind of bounce from foot to foot and her hair bobs and everything. That's perpetually that's a cool looking frothy head there.
I know, right?
Yeah. So let's talk about this beer real quick. This is an interesting beer.
Let's do it.
So this is like actual history, not just 80s movies history.
Not fake history.
Yeah, no, actual real history. So if anybody's been to LaGrange, cue the music. Right. The Kreische. Is that how they pronounce it?
I don't know.
Kreische? Anyway, Kreische Bluff beer. It's that you can go actually see the remnants of the brewery now, the walls and some of the brew house and things like that. It's there in LaGrange.
I'm about to show you.
Are you going to show? That's awesome. So it says established in 1870. They don't have an actual brewery in LaGrange. I think there may be one outside LaGrange, like almost, like getting there. Maybe somebody's building one.
If anyone's thinking about building a brewery, LaGrange, all the way.
Yeah. Oh, there's a new one. I don't know how new it is out in Columbus. You know, it used to be when you were going to San Antonio, there was kind of a desert between Houston and San Antonio of beer. But there's one in Columbus now.
Well, definitely between Brookshire and San Antonio.
Brookshire.
Yeah, Brookshire.
Brookshire.
I would think someone who loves the Lord of the Rings as much as you do, would call it Brookshire.
But if I've been to Brookshire and talked to the people of Brookshire, I know it's pronounced Brookshire. So, yes, I do love the Lord of the Rings, but I also love Texas, and I love the town, principality, whatever it's called, of Brookshire, and pronounce it correctly. So, Brookshire. Do you really want to get into another Texas City pronunciation debate? You remember the last time we did that? Speaking of Blanca and Real Ale? Let me know.
Look, I know how they pronounce it there. The whole town pronounces their name wrong. But it's fine. It's fine. You called Chamber of Commerce and they said Blanco. So
yeah,
yes, the
Yeah.
official name is Blanco, Texas,
and Brookshire.
Okay.
You don't believe me?
I 100% believe it's called Brookshire, but I just like to call it Brookshire.
But that's wrong.
Okay. I'm wrong all the time.
That's true. All right, show the pictures again.
I like to put my little twist on things.
Yeah, sometimes your twists aren't needed. It just causes irritation. You know what I'm
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Julie would not agree with you.
saying? No, sometimes it's
I don't think I never irritate her.
Anyway,
Get ready for the comment.
you can't comment sigh and an eye roll. Is there an eye roll emoji? Is there an emoji where your eye is going out of socket from rolling it so hard? Because that's what would happen if she heard what you said.
Maybe she did roll her eyes so hard that she can't respond.
Yeah, she's like having to put some ice on
because
it.
she can't see anymore.
So let's check out I wish this is where we need like a monitor so I could see.
Oh, well, look, you can see.
Oh, there it is.
You
Never
can
mind, I do have a
very
monitor.
you can very clearly see it.
That's cool looking. Look at that. That's all local stone there, and it stood the test of time. And it's a shame that they don't. Like, I don't think you could take your grandfather up there in a long extension cord or a generator.
You take a generator. You'd also need water.
Well, sure, but look at that. That's awesome looking. Like, they were brewing out there before there was even electricity.
They were brewing out there when, like, probably literally there were, like, Native Americans were, like, shooting arrows at them.
Yeah, who's it, the Comanche?
I don't know.
Probably the Comanche.
Probably.
Comanche, man, those guys would come in and just wreck shop.
I mean, that was
the whole reason that that like Stephen F. Austin, all those guys got to stay in Texas when it was part of Mexico, because the Comanche there.
Oh wait, hold on.
The Mexican government was like, "Sure, you want to stay up here in between us and the Comanche? Sure,
all right,
sure, you can have some land. Good luck."
I think that's her eye roll.
Yeah, there you go. But look at that. They didn't have electricity. They didn't have running water. It was probably all well water.
Yeah.
And they didn't have refrigeration for sure. Maybe they dug. Was there caves or something? We should probably look at the website.
I think a big chunk of this was underground.
Why do you think that? That doesn't look like it's underground.
Well, I mean, no, it's like the room where they stored their beers, where they fermented their beers. I'm willing to bet there's a big hole in the ground somewhere.
So it's on the Texas Independence Trail. Mm-hmm. It's one of the historical sites.
Yeah, this place was built when.
Do you remember when it was built?
What did it say? Like 1809 or something? Like when Texas was still part of Mexico.
Yeah. What was it? Is 18?
Don't tell me you don't know this.
I didn't go through Texas history. But there's a beer.
You drink a lot of Texas beers.
36?
1836.
That's it. 36.
Yeah.
You
got to piss off half of our.
No, I'm not.
Audience.
I just had to think it in beer terms. When did Arkansas become a state? I don't know either. So just what I'm saying.
When did Arkansas become a state?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Right. So because it's not relevant to the conversation. Interesting.
What do you think of this?
A little smoky, a little light, like a light on.
It's very light for a Bach. And that's the first thing I noticed about this
but
beer.
When you think about
this is a Bach, and it's like super light.
Well, when you compare it to more like the, like Shiner Bach.
I mean, it's
right.
It's got more of like an amberish color and stuff.
Well, the color doesn't. It's not. The color's not off of a Bach.
You don't think so?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I think the body, and that's compared to, and here's what you get. I think that's like decoction mashing, like a decoction mash, mash. Yeah. I think that would be where the body would change, and I don't know if they're brewing it. So this beer, they don't. There's no. The only way we knew where this was brewed was by looking at the address on the can. But then you go and it's Twisted X out in Dripping Springs, which cool brewery out in Dripping Springs.
So,
but they do have merchandise on their website, so I don't know why they don't just like throw their name.
Yeah, it was weird. Like
That's what I would do.
Josh and I were looking for information on this beer, and we found that it was brewed at Twisted X. But Twisted X is not. They don't have any of their branding on the beer itself.
Maybe it has to do with the historical standing. You know what? We should probably do some investigation.
Oh.
Actually, this beer has kind of a smoky kind of thing. If this is like, if they brewed it to spec, like did we read? Did they? They brew this with the recipe of?
I saw an article and allegedly they did. It's brewed to the original recipe from one of those beers.
Okay, so limited technologically speaking, as we're looking at the ruins of. Yeah, when those are right, those ruins, the ruins of the old brewery.
Yeah, the only reason it's still around is because it was built out of stone.
Right. So I wonder if they had. Obviously, we know that it was a master. Oh wait, here we go. Heinrich, Kreische. Oh yeah, Kreische.
Can you read all that?
Yeah.
Without reading glasses?
Yeah, dude, I'm not.
Oh man,
I'm not super old. I can't. I just can't see things far away in focus. So anyway, Kreische Heinrich, or Heinrich Kreische, sorry, Fayette County, which LaGrange, in the late 1800s, over the Colorado River. That Colorado River that runs through Austin is not the same Colorado River that made the Grand Canyon. It's two different Colorado rivers. Did you know that?
No, I thought it was all the same.
It's not the same. We thought because one flows one way, one flows east, one flows west. Two different rivers. We were driving out to Colorado one time and had that whole conversation because we were at the actual Colorado.
It must kind of go down south from Colorado and then maybe split off in two, and part of it goes.
No, it's just two separate rivers.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe they thought they connected. Hey, Adam, Mercy Beers, what's up?
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Adam, I was wondering. I saw a post you did the other day that you posted on Untapped that was on Twitter, and I was wondering what beers do we both have access to? Us here in Houston, and you there in Merseyside. Is it Merseyside? Is it Merseyside? Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I'm wondering what beers we both have access to if we wanted to do like a transcontinental. Would it be transcontinental?
Sure. Toast?
Yeah, toast and analysis and discussion, like a stream.
Oh.
One day.
Oh.
And so,
I mean,
we got the Sammy Smiths over here.
Yeah.
And then I wonder what American beers we could do: an American beer and an English beer, and that would be a fun convo. Anyway, that's just a thought I had.
I mean, we have Guinness.
Yeah, I don't want to do Guinness. I mean, we can do Guinness. That's fine.
We have like Newcastle and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if there's anything like, we got to figure out and then what he has access. Like, we wouldn't want him to do like Budweiser. That's no fun.
No, we're not going to ask him to do Budweiser.
Right. So that's kind of the same.
Really?
John Smith. Okay.
So our
Belgians, yeah, probably Belgians. Like
so our
Rodenbach, maybe.
Our Budweiser is the same as their like
they probably call it. They probably call it Bud over there, right? Or is that just in
like Loddington and stuff? That's all. That's kind of like their
Boddingtons.
Boddington, yeah.
Loddington, isn't that the stuff that the what's her face, that Wyatt Earp's girlfriend?
No, it's the laudanum.
Okay. Sorry, I watched Tombstone the other day.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something controversial. Ready for a controversial take?
Oh boy.
Wyatt Earp, better movie than Tombstone.
Oh, who cares? I wasn't really impressed by those.
People love Tombstone. They love the quotes from Tombstone.
Now, Deadwood, that's where it's at.
Is that Wyatt Earp?
Wyatt Earp is in it, yes.
Okay.
Deadwood is, yeah. Oh, there's a Budweiser plant in the UK.
Yeah, that's the thing with Budweiser.
And it's just terrible there. I bet both of the Budweisers taste the same.
Yes, but in Bavaria, where Budvar is, right? Isn't it Bavaria, or is it in the? Yeah, no.
I bet he has access to a lot of the German beers we have.
Well, Budvar, which is the original Budweiser, right? They had this whole. I think there it has to just be called Bud. They can't use Budweiser because Budvar is the original. It's Czech. There you go, right? So that's the thing. There was a whole lawsuit. I think they reached a settlement, sort of, kind of. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That Budvar Dark is muy magnificent. Mm-hmm. That's to bridge the gap there. Muy magnifique. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Anyway,
Budvar Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had Budvar, but that's what I hear. That's the word on the street. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So back to the Kreische. So brewed by Twisted X, you can get some of the Kreische merch at Twisted X in Dripping Springs and the Twisted X Brewery. Although I have not been.
I've been, and
I hear it's pretty great. Hill country.
Yeah, honestly, there's nothing special about that brewery.
There's something special about every brewery.
The brewery itself, you're not going to go in there and say, "Oh man, that is one nice ass brewery." I mean, but it's fun. I mean, they have good beers, and
it's hill country.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
There's always something special about a hill country. Anything. I think that you just didn't explore.
I did. We.
Were you wearing cowboy boots or a bolo tie?
No.
Flip flops?
We were the first ones in the brewery that day.
Yeah.
Like we pulled up right as it opened.
Yeah. And how long ago was that?
Yes, Jeffrey, your brewery is special, Jeffrey.
Every brewery is special. They make beer. Now, question: how long ago were you?
Your brewery is special because it's your brewery,
right? But how long ago were you at Twisted X?
Oh, it's been. I want to say like it.
Was it pre-COVID?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Julie and I had not even been dating a year, and we did like a weekend of.
You had not been dating a year, so how long ago was that?
It was.
How long have y'all been dating?
All right, so let's see. It was March of 2018. Was the
When
last-
y'all went.
Yeah.
When did you start dating? 17?
Yes.
So you started dating in 17. We're now in 21. So
Yeah.
coming up on 4 years. How long?
Well, in November it'll be 4 years. Yes.
How long? So coming up on 4 years.
Yeah. Just
How
we're
long?
closer to 3 than 4.
We're Harrison Ford.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Ford. And what's her name? How did they met in 2002?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Time to knot 8 years later in Santa Fe, New Mexico. You ever been to Santa Fe?
No.
Santa Fe is a beautiful place. They got some good beer there too.
Uh-huh.
So listen, you're not in Harrison Ford, Callista Flockhart, even though that's when they met. So maybe they weren't dating. I don't know when they officially started dating. I have to do some more digging. But 8 years of knowing each other, and then they got married.
Oh, 8 years.
Of knowing each other.
Yeah. Okay.
But when did they start dating?
Julie and I are way less than 8 years. So I think your Harrison Ford thing is not,
But
I think it's back. I think this whole line of questioning is
how
backfiring on me.
many Indiana Jones movies have you made? So there's that.
5,
Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody's seen them though.
I don't care.
Just because
That's
you
not what
run,
she
just
said.
'cause you
That's
run
not what she
around the
said.
house wearing a hat and a leather jacket and nothing else doesn't mean that
How did you?
Indiana-
How did you know?
Indiana Bones. That's disturbing. Anyway, Westmount. Oh yeah, we could do any of the. Okay, yeah. I'm not on. I mean, I think I have an Untapped account. I've never actually used it though.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jefferson says time to get married.
Thanks, Adam. I'm gonna leave this up for a while.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just leave that up for a while.
he lives in England.
What's that have to do with anything?
One, you're gonna need to clear your throat there. You got a
11 years and not
Right.
married.
Right. Well, listen.
I don't think she's listening right now.
Who, Jules?
Yeah,
She was listening earlier. She laughed.
my phone would be buzzing right now.
What, to tell you to stop or
Yeah.
just pick a ring on the way home? Pick up a ring. Listen.
I guess she hasn't.
In England, things move slower anyway. England has been around for how many years? As a kingdom/country. The process is slower, right? Here in America, the pace is fast. And you're behind. Put a ring on it, bro. Just because we need a bachelor party, and then we need a wedding and all the beers. Yeah, Jules is listening for sure. Listen, Jules, we need an excuse for a party. Look, I'll give y'all to get. We can get through like the.
Love you, baby.
We can get through the lockdown kind of stuff, right? So where we can have the full on party, but we need to we need to start planning it now, right? Can we just start planning it? Thank you, Jules. We need to start planning it now. We need a reason to celebrate.
See, Adam, 7 years. They've been together. They've been living together 7 years. Julie and I
I don't know what the tax laws are for the practical things.
Just a little over a year.
Yeah, but I don't know what tax laws and things like that are over in England. So, like, to you, just for tax purposes alone, just get married. Adam, what are y'all waiting on? Still, seriously. What are you waiting on? Just do. I mean, being married's awesome. I'm going to be an advocate for marriage right now. I know that Jeffrey will be. So, whoever else is married, I don't know who all else is. Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Listen, being married's awesome. Rings are great. You know what you can use your ring for? Opening beer bottles. Every day. Not every day. But anytime I open a beer, like the St. Arnold bottles are great. Topo Chico bottles, very hard to open with a wedding ring. Yeah.
Does Kelly know you're opening bottles with the wedding ring?
I opened her bottle the other day. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing. That's where it's a lifelong commitment, and this represents that. So, there's so many practical reasons. Yeah, the Rogue Brewers, yeah. Bruce Leslie loves being, of course. Being married is awesome. let's talk about how awesome it is. Yeah. So, see, they don't have tax incentives over there. And he has a keyring beer opener. But, hey, man, being married, even all those bonuses. Yeah, I never tried to open up. Like, I've got the white gold. So the white gold's fine. And the shape, it's like the tapered end, not the hard edge. It works. And only with like St. Arnold's bottles, the bottle caps flare a little bit. So they're pretty easy to open. But Topo Chico, it's a no-go. Those things are tight. I think because they're carbonated so high. But Kennedy, just embrace it, man. Being married's awesome. Especially to a woman like Jules. Would be awesome. I'm not going to marry her. But you should. I'm already married. Yeah. Everyone's ready to go but Kennedy. Jules just said it. You're awfully quiet over there now. You want to talk about the historicity of this beer some more? You want to change the topic?
Why? Yes.
It's just been so long since I've talked about this with you.
So
discussed it with you.
About your lawn. The stock lawn.
Okay.
Oh, I knew that would get you.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's ready to go.
Yeah. All right. You want to talk about my lawn?
No, I don't. I was just trying to change the subject.
I think it's time for it may be time for some sort of let's bring up the fertilization schedule. I think I've got everything ready to go. I just think it's I'm behind actually a little bit. Probably time for a pre-emergent.
Yeah, I actually do have lawn questions, but I'm not gonna. This is a nice beer.
Do you have to take care of your lawn now?
I do.
Okay.
But guess what a good forum to ask for lawn care is?
What?
Not here.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
We need to get Randy Lemon on the show. I wonder if he drinks beer.
Who?
Randy Lemon. You'll know.
I heard he only likes sour beers.
Oh, common law marriage. Yeah, Adam, when do y'all have common law over there in England? Garden Line. Garden Line, like the third best show after Interbrews and or Liquid Lunch. Not gonna put them in order for you. I'll let you decide. Oh, I do have another episode of Interbrews being scheduled as we speak. A first ever, never before on the show before, brewery in the Houston area. You want to guess which one it is?
Yeah.
Guess. Who has never been on?
Excalibur.
Nope, had them on a couple months ago.
I don't know. I do not know. The Senate Avenue.
Nope, had the Mitchums on not that long ago as well.
Okay.
Episode 250.
All right.
249 was Excalibur. Episode 250.
Okay.
Oh, Bruce. Yeah. When is the pruning?
It's
Decca. We had Brash has been on before.
yeah.
Decca was here when they were.
No, that's true. Decca has not been on. They're a completely new group of people now.
Oh,
It's not the same.
not completely new.
Well, Miss Gun Show's not going to be isn't part of Decca.
Okay. Well, still though,
What?
some, but no, not Decca. I'll tell you the breweries that have not been on Interbrews that are in the Houston area.
Okay.
So the one I'm scheduling now, and we haven't picked a date yet, but we're all in February 13th. Okay, Bruce. Before I get into Interbrew stuff, okay, real quick, wrap up this conversation. Adam is saying in Mercy Beers, they have common law, but it's assumed you don't get a certificate or anything. Okay, and then a will through work in case. Okay, so there you go. That's another one. Everybody get a will. If you don't have a will, you should get a will. Make that your 2021 goal.
I just want to point something else out. You see that long comment?
Yeah,
Last week, that long comment would have been cut off about halfway through.
it's fantastic.
And
work.
guess what?
Yeah.
We see it all now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There you go. Pumpkin Vineyards. Is that in oh, what's right just north of what's just north of Conor? It's completely escaped me.
What's north of Conroe?
Yeah.
Willis.
Willis. Is that in Willis, technically speaking? Or what's after Willis going up 45?
Huntsville.
No, before Huntsville. Where remember when we were out at the meadery with Bruce?
Oh yeah.
Pumpkin,
Splendora?
Texas.
Splendora?
Was it Splendora? I don't know. Anyway, pumpkin. It's called Pumpkin, Texas. Do y'all grow pumpkins?
Oh yes, I know somebody you need to put on Interbrews.
Who?
Griffiths Road Brewing.
Griffiths Road?
Yeah,
Is
Griffiths Road Brewing.
Oh, is that Jeffries?
I follow them on Instagram.
Okay. New Waverly. That's the one.
Yeah.
Remember we had to
New
circle back
Waverly.
through New Waverly when the flooding?
because it flooded.
It was an adventure. That was crazy.
That's what that was the experience that got me started in all this.
Okay, so everybody, right now, as you're on your phones or on your computer.
It was you, Bruce.
Yes.
You got me started.
Yeah. So, okay, so Bruce, Pumpkin Vineyards, they're doing their pruning party, the grapevines and stuff, right? You'll tell everybody where to trim and everything.
That is a genius idea. You trick people into going out there and working.
Trick, persuade.
You trick people
You persuade.
to doing all the work, and you don't
To taking part in.
Yeah. And then
Oh. Mercy Beers had Brash. Their Imperial Stouts. Yes, their stout game is super strong.
Yeah.
Super strong. Okay, between New Waverly and Cold Spring. But is it called Pumpkin, Texas? That's awesome. And are you going to be growing pumpkins? And can we do a pumpkin chunkin? Yeah. And then we're going to... Yeah, he's making mead. So, Griffin Mel, right? Everything. Bruce, let us know. You know what, Bruce? I just need to get Bruce back on the show.
Yeah, Bruce, you haven't...
It's been a while.
It's been a couple months ago. We had my mead on the show.
Yeah, that was good.
It's good.
It was good. Yeah.
And I still have
You need to go, you know what you ought to do? Go prune.
I still have one last bottle of Griffin Meadery mead in my refrigerator.
Which one is it?
It's the
Fuego?
yeah, it's the Fuego.
Okay.
And I've been holding on that one for years because I'm waiting for a special opportunity, a special occasion to drink it.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't want to let it go.
when we were at the Renfest, not this last Renfest, but before, we got to try the Griffin Mel, right? The mead, the new mead. Yeah, we're gonna do a mead March mead week or March.
Oh, I still have a bottle of my mead. I forgot.
Yeah, in March, we're gonna do mead week. Okay. We got a lot of plans this year, Bruce, and we want you to join us.
We always have plans.
No, I'm just saying we got legit plans. There.
Yeah,
We got the time and the
plans
the
aren't
ability.
plans aren't the issue.
Well, we have more. We have more ability this year. I think with schedules. Actually, these schedules are turning out to be pretty good. I mean, if you ain't got the
No, they're not.
intestinal fortitude,
Who
My-
put these stickers down here?
you did.
No, it wasn't me.
How come things automatically become mine or someone else's when it's the stickers you put on your side of the table?
I didn't put these
that are then
stickers on the table.
the Baba Brewhouse labels.
I didn't do that.
You 100% did.
100% did
You
not.
100% did.
No.
Yes, you did.
I know who did it.
You did it.
It was Mike.
You did it.
No. I never put these stickers on the table.
Okay.
They're coming up now, and I'm putting
Pull 'em up.
my elbow. When I put my elbow on the table, I get stuck in this
All right.
goopiness.
Let's
It's
pull them up. Just after the show, we'll
braggots.
rearrange the entire.
braggots.
If you Lone Pint has a great braggot.
They have an excellent braggot.
Okay, our winery that makes Griffin Meads. Okay, great. Okay, so Griffin Meads, different spelling. GRY, the historical, like Griffin with the winged, was it a winged lion? Is a Griffin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Pumpkin Vineyards is the winery where you can go help do the pruning for the grapevines, and then you can, reward yourself at the end of the day with some mead or wine or I don't know, water, whatever you want from Pumpkin Vineyards and Griffin Meads. So there you go. But yeah, we're going to totally do March. We got to do Mead Week. Do we want to talk about any of the other tentative plans, or do we want to not like?
What other tentative plans?
Well, we talked to Mary. We haven't worked out the details on that one.
Yeah.
I think our reputation of just hashing things out on air is fine, right? People get excited. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like the Liquid Lunch Invitational.
right, like that's basically a done deal.
It's far from being a done deal.
Callista explains it all. Callista hops. That's what it's going to be called. The Liquid Lunch should it be an invitational? Because that makes it sound like a competition. The Liquid Lunch presents Callista Explains It All, a Callista Hop exhibition. I think so, that rolls off the tongue. And then we can get sponsors.
Oh, sure, it rolls off the tongue.
It rolls right off the tongue. We can get people to sponsor it so it can be like we can really present it in a prestigious way. Like, yeah.
Are we splitting this last one?
Which one is that? You can go for it. I've been chatty Cathy over here, so go for it. Drink what you want.
Why don't we
Mi
drink it?
cerveza es su cerveza, as they say.
All right. All right.
Sabro September? Maybe. You know what? September around here is just don't melt. Right?
Yeah.
September is like, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Sabro. Maybe.
Simcoe September.
It doesn't just have to be alliteration like that. Like, Callista Explains It All is a reference that everybody understands because everybody remembers Clarissa Explains It All. Dun, 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 dun,
Not everyone knows what the hell you're talking about.
Everybody's on YouTube. When the show is done, actually, even while you're watching, you can search on YouTube for Clarissa Explains It All.
Don't click off a Liquid Lunch to go.
Don't click off, but you can search and earmark videos of Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh. What beer are you planning for it, Jeffrey?
There you go. Well, we said pale ales, right? Wheat beers, fruit beers. It has a very fruity profile.
Yeah, I'll probably do a pale ale.
I think like an American wheat would be fun. Something like that.
Yeah,
or something way off, way off.
I don't have good luck with
Saisons. They said saisons.
Yeah, I haven't had good luck with fruit beers.
Okay. You don't need it. If it's in the hops, you don't need to add any fruit. Ooh, Philip says a wit. There you go.
A wit, yeah.
Yeah. I think anything like even like a Hefeweizen might be a fun one, depending on what strain of yeast you use. All that. So, Callista explains it all. Like, why did you make this beer? Well, Callista explains it all. See, it's just easy. It's like, the whole point of this beer was because of Callista hops. And maybe we get whomever we'll get some like whoever grows the hops to come talk about the hop. Okay, we get it.
What?
You're assaulting the people's eyeballs with your beer. Ooh, see, Bruce is gonna look at that.
Mead.
We got a hop mead with Callista because Callista explains it all.
All right.
And Imperial Hefeweizens. What do you feel about Imperial Hefeweizens?
We kind of had one right last week.
Which one did we? Oh, we had the one from New
Magnolia.
Yeah, and I know that.
I mean, it's double Hefeweizen, but would you
same
almost?
thing.
Yeah, I would say
double Imperial and now AF. I think are all in that same category. Big. AF is the new Imperial, I think. But no label. They jumped up on their Hefeweizen, their El Jefe.
They do a double El Jefe now.
I don't know if it's double El Jefe, but it's like a bigger version.
Uh-oh.
Derek's got to go keg and brew. Cool.
Oh,
what style?
sweet.
Okay, well,
Sweet.
let us know.
I am actually kegging beer today too. Derek, thanks for watching.
Yeah, boom. See you next time, Derek. Don't be a stranger.
No.
Okay, so Bonanza yeast by Omega. Okay, there you go. Yeah, see, that's a cool thing when you find out you have some ingredients that you like. Oh, I got to use that, or it's going to go bad. And then you just
Bonanza yeast. So, does that have a banana flavor to it?
That's what I would assume.
Oh, you're kegging a porter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kegging an ESB today.
There you go. Very English. Very English. El Jefe Grande.
Yeah.
It may. I don't know what.
Next, are you excited about next? Are excited about next week?
Well, next week is the 1st of February, right?
Yeah.
So we're 1/12 through the year.
And
And
my beer will be ready to have on the show next week.
not what I was thinking of. I'm sure that'll be nice.
I'm sure that's you were waiting on that one.
It's a bonus. I'm going to put it as and we get to try Kennedy's beer. But the promo would be February 1st. We welcome in for the first time ever to Liquid Lunch,
Kennedy's beer.
Galveston Island Brewing, now distributing into all of Houston. And they're going to be here to talk about it.
In studio?
Here on the show.
Oh.
No,
I was like, wow.
I mean,
yeah,
if they
just,
want to come all the way up here, an hour and a half away, they're more than welcome. But,
man, Philip, you're getting way ahead on your contest beers.
yeah, don't get too far ahead.
No, because ESB was January, Red Ale's February, and he's got them both done.
There you go. Maybe it's like an Imperial Red or something. Maybe it's got to get all nice and happy.
We already have. We're brewing Julie's Red Ale for the next contest.
There you go. It's her recipe, the one she did with Preston.
Yeah, I read my lips.
Okay. Good.
And I'm making her do it all. And
You're
then
making her do it all.
I don't make her do anything.
She's taking the point.
Yeah, she's taking the point on the Red Ale.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing your Maibach already?
My box should take a little longer. You're brewing it next weekend, or you're kegging it next weekend?
I think he's. Wow.
When's that? What?
Have
When
you
is?
already lagered it?
Well, when is the Maibach competition?
No, it's not. I think Maibach is like March or April. No, it's April.
Yeah, you'd want to lager it for a good 30 days or so.
Okay.
I would.
No, I'm planning when I lager when I do the lager. I'll probably do a month.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Let it get nice and.
Jeffrey, to get your Rogue Brewers schedule, just go on the Rogue Brewers home Facebook page. Got the schedule there. Anyway, for February, Jeffrey, we're doing a red ale.
Adam, I assume over in England y'all don't get cyclers. There's a small brewery in Montgomery, Texas. But if you're ever over here, is it the 5511? What is it called?
I don't
the red
know.
ale, the Imperial Red, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. 5511? Is that the numbers?
I don't know.
I'm not a big biker.
5150.
I think it's 5511.
Yeah.
I could look it up. Clay, let me know. 5511. Yes, there you go. Boom.
Oh, Adam's a big red ale fan.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
So is Julie.
Well, there you go.
5511. You're
Well,
right.
if y'all ever go to Liverpool, or if Adam comes back to Houston, you could have red ales for days, and you could just hang out and talk about red ales and drink red ales.
I'm not the biggest red ale fan.
How are you not a red ale fan?
I don't know. I just don't. It's not a big fan. I don't know why.
You wouldn't drink red ales?
I would. I have. I've had some. I've had some. I've
Like with
liked
stew?
before. Huh?
They're great with like hearty foods. Stick to your ribs.
You know
type
what
of
red
foods.
ale I used to love?
What's that?
And the first time I had it, I was like blown away with it. It's the red ale from Platypus.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember we had it at the brewery, and that was the first time I had that one. And I never really liked red ales up to there, and I had there. I was like, oh man, this is good. And like and then I had to drive to work after that, and like I kept like burping up that red ale, and it was a really good taste in my mouth. The whole way I was like, that was good.
What? Do you remember the name of the
Yeah, it was
platypus?
the Ranga.
The Ranga. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did get Sean on here too.
I think last time I had it there wasn't as good as I remembered. It's still good, but not. I don't know.
It's funny with beers, right?
They've gone through it's not the same brewer.
That doesn't matter. They have the same equipment, same recipe, same process. So it's not like they're developing the recipe, right? But what happens with certain beers at certain times, you are in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, I think so.
Where whatever you did earlier that day, whatever food you were having, what did you eat when you had the Ranga?
I don't remember.
They have the pork rind
Pork rind nachos.
Yeah, they've got
Oh,
so
man.
much good food there, right?
I don't know. I don't know what else they have there.
Is that the only thing you've ever had?
Because that's all I get. Every time I go there, I'm like, I want to try something else. But then I'm like, pork rind nachos.
Yeah,
And if you're on a no carb diet, well,
that's it.
I mean, that's what you want to get.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, you couldn't drink the beer because that kind of.
those don't count as carbs.
Yeah, true.
If you eat enough pork rinds, that's like negative carbs.
Yeah.
So you could drink beers.
And like those pork rind nachos are fresh. Like they come out and those pork rinds are still popping. They're so fresh. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'd never heard of pork rind nachos, and like my mind was blown away.
Yeah. Platypus. What kind of animal is platypus? I don't know. What kind of brewery is platypus? Excellent. What kind of food is that platypus brewery?
Australia.
It's Australian for a brewery in Texas. Platypus. Sean Hanrahan. He says it a lot better. I like Sean a lot. He's been on Interbrews a couple times. Really good dude. Good dude. Mm-hmm. You need to get down there and just hang out at Platypus. It's right in the heart of everything, right there by Holler as well. Yeah. You can brewery hop. Buffalo Bayou. What else is down there? Not that far from
Urban South.
Urban South.
And you're not that far from Local Group.
All those.
Yeah.
Local Group. Well, then you're not far from St. Arnold.
Yeah.
And if you're not far from St. Arnold, then you're not far from True Anomaly. And if you're not far from True Anomaly, then you're not far from Eighth Wonder, and you're not far from Sigma, which is now known as
all equal parts.
Equal parts, all things being equal. Uh-huh. You know? So it's like once you go to one, you just got to keep going. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Golden Ales, the English Golden Ale, and Imperial Lagers. Imperial Lagers.
I don't know if I've ever had an Imperial Lager.
What's a pork scratching? What is that? Scratching.
That's what we'd call it. Pork scratching. I think, and I'm just guessing here because I'm a big fan of like pork products.
Sure, who's not?
I think pork scratches is probably our equivalent of cracklins.
Okay.
So it's like more of the. It's got like
a fatty layer.
Yeah, it's got like the skin with the fatty layer underneath. Am I close there, Adam?
I think that's
pork scratchings. Yeah, that little like layer of fat underneath the skin is.
Yeah. You ever cooked up pork belly?
No, but just yesterday at Thistle Draft Shop, I had pork belly chilaquiles.
Yeah. Pork belly may be one of the greatest things ever.
Well, it's basically bacon.
Right, but it's like a big hunk of bacon.
Yeah, it's like thick ass bacon.
And you can like glaze it or something?
I don't know, like pork belly just I want to say in like the last 10 years, pork belly's been like a big thing. And I never really heard of it before.
Well, it's really inexpensive too. Right? When talking about cuts of pork or whatever. So, but now it's like the it cut. Really good though. You can just throw it, like glaze it with something like a little sweet and savory, put it in the oven. Let the outside get crispy, like jack up the temperature right at the end to get the top a little crispy, and then the inside's like fall apart delicious. That's how you do it, man. It's all skin and fat from pork belly, okay, cooked for a long time, salted and seasoned, then packed. Scratchings.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. It's we call them what did I just say?
Huh?
Pork, we call it
bacon.
Oh, I forgot.
Scratchings.
Cracklins.
Cracklins.
We call it cracklins here.
Okay. Yeah. It's good stuff. Back in the day when I was a kid, and we'd go to Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri, because it wasn't that far from where I grew up. They had like out there, like when you're walking down, instead of like kettle corn, they had pork rinds. They would make fresh pork rinds. You just get this big bag of hot pork rinds, and walk to the next ride.
I want to say like a pork rind and a good lager is probably a magical combination. Nice and salty, and you just eat those all day long. Yeah. Just chug your beers and.
Yeah, that was before. I don't know. Do they have? I'm sure they have beer at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been to Silver Dollar City. You ever been to Silver Dollar City?
I have not been to Silver Dollar City.
All right. Well, you owe it to yourself someday.
I have been to Dodge City,
Kansas.
Yeah.
How was it?
I don't know. I was a kid.
All right. Speaking of Wyatt Earp, again, Wyatt Earp better movie than Tombstone. I know Philip was upset with that. It's true. Kevin Costner, not the greatest. You know, he's a little dry. Mm-hmm. You know, but the script and the story is all better in Wyatt Earp. It gives you more of the history of Wyatt Earp. Obviously, it's like a 4-hour movie or 3-hour movie compared to Tombstone's like 45 minutes. But what's his name? Kurt Russell. It's like a cartoon character in Tombstone. It's silly. The whole thing's silly.
Which is the one that had Val Kilmer playing Doc Holliday?
That's Tombstone.
Okay.
I'll give you okay, if you could combine Val Kilmer's and Dennis Quaid, like some parts of Dennis Quaid's Doc Holliday, you could get the perfect Doc Holliday. Philip says not true, just your opinion. No, it's not just my opinion, it's true.
I have no opinion on this one.
Yeah. No, Tombstone is cartoony. I'm sorry. It's cartoony. Just doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. The characters are not just cartoony. Wyatt Earp, better. Just Kevin Costner was a little dry. And that whole thing about Wyatt Earp not drinking alcohol may or may not have been true, but he loved ice cream. That's what I learned. Not in any of those movies. Yeah, so it's basically it's the Doc Holliday. It's Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday is the only thing that people enjoy more on Tombstone. Mercy be Rio Bravo. Maybe. I'll have to compare.
Rio Bravo, isn't that John Wayne?
I think so.
Yeah.
And is that who plays Doc Holliday? The granddad. I think he died not that long ago. When he was like 95. His son was in Wall Street. It's Dean Martin. Who am I thinking? Oh, I may be thinking like War Wagon. Who was in War Wagon? Kurt Russell? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know.
Kirk Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Kirk Douglas' son?
Doug.
Doug Douglas?
Yeah.
Dougal Douglas? No, it's not. No. Who am I thinking of? What's his face? Tiger Blood. What's Tiger Blood? The guy with the tiger blood. Emilio's the Mighty Duck Man's brother. Come on, man.
Oh, Emilio Estevez?
Emilio Estevez.
Whatever.
What's his brother? Hot Shots. He's got tiger blood. Now he's got HIV. Charlie Sheen.
Oh.
Okay. Charlie Sheen's dad.
Martin Sheen.
Michael Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen and Michael. Wait, what's his dad?
Martin Sheen's dad?
Yeah.
Who
am I thinking of?
Billy?
No, Martin Sheen is their dad. Okay, I'm thinking of Kurt Russell and Kurt Douglas and Michael Douglas. I don't even know.
Here we go.
It doesn't matter. War Wagon, great movie.
Here we go.
Never mind. Whatever.
Martin.
Ben-Hur.
Martin.
The guy that played Ben-Hur.
Oh,
Kurt Douglas.
no, Ben-Hur was Ten Commandments guy.
No, it was not.
Charlton Heston.
No, it was not.
Oh,
It was not.
wasn't Charlton Heston?
No, it's Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas.
Oh.
I like how I
cold dead hands.
I like how I reference a very old movie, and you're like, yeah, I know those. That's funny.
Everyone's seen John Wayne stuff. All right. Well, you know what?
Spartacus. I'm thinking of Spartacus. Who was Ben-Hur? It wasn't Charlton Heston, was it? Michael Douglas is Kirk Douglas'
I really
son.
think
There we go. Kirk Douglas.
This whole show
thanks,
has
Jules.
been us trying to talk about old movies that we know nothing about.
No,
We're
we
not-
just- we
and we're not
bookended
even
it.
sure of the actors.
Listen, fact check us later. That's going to be that could be a whole nother show that somebody could produce if Jules wants to do an after show.
This is what happens when you drink too much.
We haven't had that much.
It
I haven't
doesn't-
even finished my second
it
beer. That
doesn't-
first one was
it
4.5%.
It doesn't take much.
This one is only, what is this ABV on here?
None
This
of
one's only
No, these are big beers.
4.7.
Yeah,
Listen,
these aren't big
we haven't
beers.
had any. We haven't had any. Ben-Hur was Charleston Heston? Charleston?
Charleston Chew,
Bump, bump, bump.
which,
bump,
by the way,
bump, 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 bump.
Charleston Chew, very underrated candy, in my opinion.
Was that like pre-Werther's original? That nobody else, Grandpa?
Charleston Chew?
Yeah, you keep that in like your
No,
your
it's like
sweater.
It's like this
Pocket?
it's like a vanilla nougat covered in chocolate, and like you don't ever see
Nougat.
Charlton Chew anywhere.
But
it's delicious.
Because it came out in the 1810s,
Whatever.
and it hasn't been out since
Beer
like
came out in the
1870.
1810s. and it was-
Yeah, but there hasn't been a Charleston Chew that's been processed since like 1894.
Well, it's better with age.
Okay, you were right. Ben-Hur was Charlton Heston.
All right.
Okay, and I'm thinking of I was thinking Spartacus. I am Spartacus. Right, that was Kirk Douglas. Okay,
That's
Kirk Douglas, wasn't he in War Wagon with John Wayne?
Philip, don't worry about your spelling because
Kennedy can't say anything about spelling.
My memory sucks worse than your spelling.
Your spelling sucks worse than his spelling.
Oh, my spelling's bad too.
My spelling's not good either, but I don't
My
write
spelling
stuff on
is-
screen.
My spelling is real bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Okay, so do we want to talk about Best American candy is either Charleston Chews or Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers is fine, but it doesn't have any, like Snickers.
Oh,
Three Musketeers doesn't hold up to Snickers.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry, Adam. I don't want to. I don't want to damage international relations or anything.
Thank you, Adam, for agreeing with me about Charleston Chew. This is a fantastic and underrated candy. And if anybody has never had a Charleston Chew, first of all, that name is really hard to say.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, but it is a
You should eat
fantastic
three.
candy.
You know what you should try to do?
What?
Eat like 3 super sour pickles and then try to say it. Charleston Chew. That'd be funny.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Jose, you're spot on. That's probably what we're thinking. Anyway, where you going? You sneezing again? Oh. COVID. Bless you. We need to open that door. We need to get another.
Woo!
You all right?
I sneezed in my arm. There was no extra spray floating around.
This whole room is now like filled with your.
Yeah, I sneezed right into the crease of my elbow.
Bruce says Dollar General sells Charleston Chew. What do they look like?
Well, why don't you Google it?
I could do that. Pull up the picture.
Charleston Chew is fantastic. And this is going to be my new mission. I'm going to get some Charleston Chew in you.
I've never seen it. I don't even think I've seen
Oh,
it.
whatchamacallit. That's another.
Whatchamacallit's good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's
but
got
all right.
got like the Rice Krispies in it.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I remember the commercials were pretty good too. But come on, Adam. Snickers or Three Musketeers?
Three Musketeers. Now,
If you could have a Snickers or a Three Musketeers in front of you,
yeah, I would go Snickers. But Three
Everybody would go
Musketeers.
Snickers.
Three Musketeers are good too.
they're fine. But it's like an underachieving Snickers.
So
it's just nougat and chocolate, right?
Yeah, so Three Musketeers is very similar to Charleston Chew, except the nougat inside the Charleston Chew is
Chewier.
Yeah, it's chewier, but it's also vanilla. It's not chocolate based.
Okay, look. If you have a thing with no nuts and then you add nuts, it's going to be better.
Have you ever had a Zero bar?
Yes.
All right, that's very similar to a Charleston Chew.
I don't remember what the zero. I know I've had one, but I don't remember what it tasted like.
Oh,
100 grand better than zero.
well, yes, Zero wasn't that great. Charleston, look, you're talking to a candy aficionado here.
But you would admit Snickers is far superior than Three Musketeers.
It's superior, but
Far
not,
superior.
not far superior.
Far superior.
Look, so this is what's going to happen. I go to like a vending machine. I'm going to get Snickers.
Yeah.
The next day, if I go to vending machine, I'm going to get Snickers again.
Yeah.
The third day, I'm going to go to vending machine, and I'm going to get
Diabetes.
No, I'm going to get Three Musketeers because I don't want 3 days in a row of Snickers, and that's kind of how I.
What about, Philip? What about, you know what? Okay, so here's the thing. I'll say this. Snickers, when they try to play like the peanut butter Snickers, not a big fan of. Snickers with almonds, also not a big fan of. I love almonds. I love almonds more than peanuts. But when they start throwing almonds into stuff that normally has peanuts, it's like it doesn't quite balance. So like, something like a Snickers with almonds or M&M with almonds, not as good as you would think it would be. But chocolate covered almonds, the best.
I mean, to me, nuts covered in chocolate is like a match made in heaven.
Chocolate covered almonds. Yeah.
Chocolate covered almonds.
Dark chocolate covered almonds.
Yes.
Yes.
Chocolate covered almonds, chocolate covered peanuts, chocolate covered cashews.
But almonds are the best. Yeah.
What do you think about like Almond Joys?
It's okay.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm a bigger fan of like the dark chocolate than like the regular milk chocolate.
Yeah.
So dark chocolate Snickers,
Okay. How about this?
as I'm just brought up, that those are fantastic.
Now here's the thing. So Snickers is the perfect balance of you've got the peanuts, the nougat, the caramel, and the chocolate, right? So you've got Three Musketeers, which is just nougat and chocolate, and then you got Baby Ruth, which is just the chocolate and the peanuts, and then you've got Milky Way, which is just the caramel, chocolate, and nougat, but no nuts.
Don't forget about Mr. Good Bar.
Mr. Good.
Just chocolate and peanuts.
Right. That's basically Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth has nougat, right?
No, like
No caramel though.
no. Mr. Good Bar is basically Hershey's chocolate with just peanut sprinkled in there.
Sure,
So
that's fine.
You got
almond Hershey bar with almonds. That's pretty. The dark chocolate almonds Hershey bars, special dark.
milk. Oh,
No, Philip. No, Milky Way over. Never ever.
No.
Sorry.
So Milky Way, basically Three Musketeers, but with like a strip of caramel in the middle of it.
What is
Milky Way? Milky Way and
Yes.
Three Musketeers.
Milky
almost
Way
the
is
same.
like Snickers for children that don't like nuts. That's what I always equated it to.
yeah.
Snickers,
Yeah.
but Snickers.
Yeah, I
Snickers
guess the Milky Way is basically Snickers without the peanuts.
Yeah, it's Snickers is basically the perfect candy bar.
Milky Way and Mars bars are the opposite. Here.
Yeah, no. Snickers is essentially the perfect candy bar. And when they say satisfies, it gets all the things.
No,
They're-
I mean I'm not disagreeing with you. Snickers
How would you improve on a Snickers?
dark chocolate,
Well, they have dark chocolate Snickers.
or maybe here I got one. Snickers, but instead of peanuts, it's cashews.
I'd have to try it.
Yeah,
I think the way they've formulated it, though.
and maybe little cracks sprinkled in there.
Maybe. But I don't know. Snickers. Has anybody made a Snickers beer? Like, I know we got peanut butter AF, or tasty AF, I mean. And I know we got some of that type of thing. But has anybody done all those layers of a Snickers?
Fiero Rocher.
Marathon bars.
Oh, marathon bars are good too.
He says that's what Snickers used to be called. You remember that?
I remember. I think you can still get
Back in
marathon bars.
No.
I think it's
Wait, what about this? Where would you rank Butterfinger? Completely, like,
man.
do you like Butterfinger?
I love Butterfingers.
If you had a Butterfingers or a Three Musketeers, not a full bar. I'm talking about. If you go full bar with anything, it's too much. I'm talking about the snack size or the nuggets.
So if like Butterfinger, if you just like the crunchy stuff in the middle,
Yeah,
they make the Chico stick,
yeah.
which is just basically the insides of a Butterfinger, but without the chocolate covering.
Philip says Butterfingers are at the very bottom. Philip, I think our palates are just too. Or just,
Butterfingers are good, man.
it does get stuck in your teeth, but that's the best part because it's there later. Butterfingers are not. That's listen, Adam. That's not. I think you need to reevaluate. I think you just need to give them a better. Like, obviously, did y'all watch The Simpsons over there? Like, Bart Simpson, like, single-handedly, I think, changed. Made me have a positive approach to Butterfinger.
Butterfinger candy bars they're my mother's favorite candy bar.
Yeah. My mom
Butterfinger
used to get either a Snickers or a Baby Ruth and would eat like 2 bites of it and then close it up and put it in her purse. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if she thought that it would survive.
It would melt.
But no. It would. No, I'm saying like when she came home from work, 'cause she's like, I just want a bite. And she's like, oh yeah, this will be here when I come back.
It was
never.
You guys dug in her purse.
Of course. One, you're looking for gum or change, but then you find that like 3/4 still there candy bar, that's gone. You would take a bite, be like, oh, I'll just take a little bite, and then you'd come back, be like, well, I'm gonna take one more little bite, and then you'd be like, well, there's only a bite left, so there's no reason to leave this here. Yeah.
I think I've just realized
Crunchy, is that the same as just Crunch bars?
I think I know about as much with candy bars as I do beer.
Have you ever made your own candy bars?
No, I haven't.
Well, here you go. Here's your
haven't.
chance. You know what you should do? You should put Callista hops in a candy bar as part of Callista Explains It All.
Do you like white chocolate?
I'll eat it. I'm not I don't go out of my way for white chocolate, but if it's in front of me, I may
white
try some.
chocolate. This is another thing I love. Mm-hmm. It's the white chocolate Hershey Kisses with the peppermint inside of it.
It's okay.
Oh man, no, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then we're going like Junior Mints.
Yeah.
Along the same thing. Ooh. Yeah. I think Junior Mints probably like top 5.
Okay. I feel like England has a little bit different candy experience over there.
They do. I think this is all of Europe. They have the same candy we have.
Yeah.
But it's tastes a little different.
Okay. I'm willing to go give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're I think they're more like instead of like the milk chocolate, they're more like towards the dark chocolate side.
I dig that.
So it's probably better, honestly.
Okay. I like dark chocolate better anyway. But I'll everything with a caveat of, do I have chocolate or can I have like 10% more steak on my plate, give me the steak all day, every day. I would give up chocolate for the rest of my life if I just had more steak. That's me. So I don't ever crave steak or crave chocolate. I'd take steak.
Oh, go to the British section.
The what? Do we have one?
Oh.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. You didn't know there's a British section in your store?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Where else are you going to buy spotted dick?
I've never bought that.
You've never bought spotted dick?
Not a single time.
Well, walk down the grocery store and you'll see spotted dick.
Is it in the aisle of that has all the different nationalities of food?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay.
So, spotted dick, and I'm going to keep saying that word, it's basically bread pudding.
Okay, so Joel says anything Cadbury. Like the Cadbury cream eggs. Are you big on the Cadbury cream eggs?
Yeah.
Chocolate with a loogie in the middle? Is that what you're
Oh, man.
into? I don't know.
I'm trying to think. We're naming all these
We
candies.
do have Easter coming up soon.
We're naming all these candies.
And Valentine's Day.
I'm trying to think of a candy that I don't like, and I'm having a hard time doing it. Oh, you know the candies I don't like?
Okay.
It's
The Swedish fish?
No, around East. No, Swedish fish are good.
Okay.
Around Easter time, and you get those bunnies.
Yeah. The hollow ones?
Yeah, and you're so excited, ooh, this is a lot of chocolate, and you bite into it, and you realize it's hollow, and you're pissed.
Okay.
Oh, all this chocolate, and it's hollow.
What about Twizzlers?
Twizzlers? Oh, Twizzlers are good.
Okay.
The candy I don't like, black licorice.
Okay. What about Nickel Nips?
Nickel nips?
Yeah, those little wax bottles with the juice in
Perfectly sized nipples?
them. No.
Oh.
No, the little bottle, the wax bottles with the juice.
Oh, those are called nickel nips?
Yeah. You like those?
When I was a kid, I loved those things.
Yeah, just don't pull them apart or you're going to get a hole in the side.
Yeah, but I haven't had the wax candy with the juice inside of it in a long time.
Yeah.
Not since I was a kid.
They're not that good. It's
No,
just
they're probably not.
Sugar
Yeah.
colored,
Yeah.
whatever.
No, the candy I don't like is shitty chocolate.
What about Sweet Tarts?
Sweet tarts are good.
Spree.
Sprees are good.
Chewy Sweet Tarts or crunchy Sweet Tarts?
Gobstoppers are good. What?
Gobstoppers are okay.
Yeah.
But chewy Sweet Tarts better than hard Sweet Tarts. The big ones.
Starburst. Favorite Starburst flavor?
For me, it's cherry.
Yeah, obviously. Cherry is cherry and strawberry by far are the best Starburst flavors.
Cherry and then everything else. But also,
The worst are, I don't like the orange.
Me either. But surprisingly, I like the lemon.
Yeah, lemons are good.
You can put a lemon and a cherry together.
Yeah.
Cherry, I like cherry lemonade kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grape. Is there a grape flavored Starburst?
I think they have Starburst they have non-traditional Chico Stick. Where have you been, Jeffrey? We just talked about Chico Stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chico Stick. The Butterfinger, but without the chocolate.
It's okay.
It's delicious.
I'd eat it.
Oh man. We haven't even gotten into pralines.
Oh.
Oh man.
What's the one? What's the one with the chocolate and the marshmallow cream and the peanuts? Not Gobstoppers. Goobers. No.
No, Goobers are chocolate covered peanuts.
Yeah, those are good too. But with starts with a G, I think. Anybody know? It's it looks like a.
Now to me, I mean, chocolate covered marshmallows are good.
Yeah, it says marshmallow cream and peanuts and China. It comes in the silver. Something. It starts with a G, I think.
You realize I'm going straight to the convenience store after this and buying candy bars.
You should go. Gizzards?
Thanks.
No, gizzards.
Gizzards?
That's
What
not
the?
gizzards.
Whoa. Jose. Come on.
Okay, there we go. We won't say that on air. Just in case they're watching, whoever they are.
We would like
What was the one in the silver? It's not. Yeah.
We would like to be hooked up.
Well, no. Let's exchange. Everybody, help me understand. 100 grand, not 100 grand. That's
100 grand.
Those are good. But
Yeah.
that's not it. It's in the little silver pack.
Uh huh.
Does it start with a G? Not Goobers.
We haven't talked about Rolos.
My dad's favorite was Rolos. Those are good.
You could roll a Rolo to your friend.
You could.
Rolo.
Did they come individually wrapped?
No,
that was just in
no,
Halloween. Like for
no.
Halloween, they come in.
No, they don't come individually wrapped.
with the foil. Though.
We also haven't talked about another great one,
What?
Kitkat.
Oh yeah, Kit Kat. What do you prefer,
Wait,
Kit Kat or Twix? As far as
boy,
coming in two different.
probably the Twix because they got that little caramel.
Okay.
They got the caramel strip in it.
Kit Kat has broadened out a little bit. They do well. So does Twix. I guess they do the cookies and cream.
Kit Kats are good.
Oh, those unmarked strawberry candies with the red and green wrapper.
Yeah, that your grandparents had in their hard candy dish.
Yep.
And
My grandmother always had peppermints and butterscotches, and every once in a while the strawberries.
the Werther's Original. Yeah.
Ooh, candy beer. I mean, okay. Look, I'm going to be honest.
Chunky. Oh. Thanks,
Chunky?
Julie. We haven't talked about Chunkies.
Maybe it's Chunky that I'm thinking of. I remember the commercial.
Yeah, they were like the square candy bars.
Maybe it's Chunky.
Yes. Rolos did get smashed in your pocket.
Sometimes that made it better though.
Yeah.
Like a smashed Rolo is still a Rolo.
Oh, there was like a caramel one on like a stick that you would bite into. And
Sugar Daddy?
Yeah, the Sugar Daddies, and they would like immediately.
Pull your teeth out?
Yes, they would stick your teeth together, and it was impossible to open your mouth.
Yep. And then they had
And
Sugar Babies.
The Sugar Babies, yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan, but I remember eating them. Yeah. Yeah, Rolo smushed in your pocket. Yeah. No, that was still good. It was like, I don't have to, I can see what's in it, and I'm going to still enjoy it. Smushed Rolos are still good Rolos.
So, Almond Joy or Mounds?
I never really got into either one of them, but I would say Almond Joy.
Well, Almond Joy is better. Here's the problem with Almond Joy and Mounds. They're too small. You literally only get a whole candy bar, Mounds or Almond Joy, and they come in like
Little half.
yeah, they're like
Two
split
fun
in half,
size.
and it's basically 2 bites each one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a ripoff. They're delicious, absolutely delicious, but it's a ripoff. And so when I had my pick, those were like my last choices.
Have you ever done the Crunch Bar versus Crackle, like side-by-side comparison?
No,
Neither have I, and I kind of want to now. Mm-hmm. I think Crunch Bar is better, but I don't know. Like, you get the fun size for Halloween, and they always throw in the Crunch Bar, or not the Crunch Bar, but the Crackle, and that's like really the only time I do Crackle.
yeah.
But you buy like a full Crunch Bar.
Yeah, that's the only time you do Crackle. That's the only time you do like the Dark Special. That's the only time you do Mr. Good Bar. And that's really probably the only time you do like just the Reese's, or not Reese's, the Hershey milk chocolate. Unless you're doing s'mores.
Oh, s'more, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
S'mores, man. We do a lot of s'mores. S'mores are great.
I do s'mores beer that doesn't turn out like s'mores, but
Whatever.
It's fine.
Okay, one is Nestle and one is Hershey, but have we ever done a side-by-side Crunch versus Crackle? I don't know that I've ever bought a full-size Crackle bar.
Have we gone through every candy bar yet?
No way. No way.
We've gone through like all the major ones.
Yeah, sure. But we haven't gone through
Mr. Good Bar.
We talked about Mr. Goodbar. You just mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what we've not talked about. Somebody said whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
I used to love that commercial. I can't think of anything we've missed, but I'm sure we haven't.
Anyway, the point of this whole conversation is everyone knows it to themselves to go out and get yourself a Charleston Chew.
Okay, fine. It's not like you're gonna. It may not be the best, but if you have one, you're not gonna like be angry. Nobody's ever been angry at the end of a candy bar, right?
I am.
Unless you're on a diet.
I'm angry that after I ate that last bite, I'm angry that it wasn't enough.
Hold on. Adam just says, can't really do s'mores here because we don't get graham crackers. And listen, graham crackers? Yeah, how do you not get graham crackers?
Get graham crackers. Huh.
That's what we need to ship you is graham crackers. You know what that would probably happen?
We're shipping you some boxes of graham
we're
crackers.
We're going to send you the whole kit and caboodle. We're going to send you some marshmallows and chocolate and graham crackers with instructions and maybe skewers. We have collapsible skewers. They're metal with wooden handles, and they're collapsible, and they come all the way out to like 3.5 feet, 3 feet. So you can perfectly rotate your mellow over the fire.
Yeah.
And get just and then melty. And then, you know what's actually really good, though? If you have access to both your campfire to get the smoky on your mellow, but you also have an oven. Put your graham cracker, then your chocolate in the oven for a minute, and then come in, put your mellow, and then put the other graham cracker on top. Mush them so they all start to melt together. But it's like you want the chocolate to be a little melty. I don't like.
Man, what would you do if you didn't have graham crackers? What would you do for a s'more?
You would just reach out to your friends across the pond and get graham crackers. Why do you like? That's an internet. Like, listen. Maybe it's just fallout from the Revolution or the War of 1812 or whatever. I don't know. Okay. Or maybe it was just an oversight of our now together nature of the world wars. Whatever happened, y'all need to get some graham crackers in your life.
You know,
who makes graham crackers? Nabisco?
Yeah.
Nabisco, you're doing a bad job of international relations here. If the whole world doesn't have access to graham crackers, why wouldn't they have graham crackers? What is the good reason for not having graham crackers?
I don't know. Like my parents, like when they lived in Spain, they would tell me that like we would have to send them peanut butter all the time because they couldn't find good peanut butter there.
I don't understand. Like Nabisco doesn't exist in the UK. We need to have like a Nabisco subsidiary or something that goes over there and calls. What would be a very Nabisco? What would be a very English version of Nabisco? I don't know. I don't even know. Anyway, we're gonna hook you up, Adam. We're gonna send you some graham crackers for sure. Mm-hmm. That's what you need. I mean, beers are great, but like a s'more with a smoky stout.
I literally put a box of graham crackers in my last beer.
Yeah. Bisco, that's hot. Bisco.
They go straight to the thighs.
They do, but that's Nabisco. Listen, Jose, you're obviously in the wrong line of work. You need to be in international relations or marketing, international marketing. That's what you need.
Oh, he's got a chimney to even do the s'mores.
There you go.
So I know Julie loves these like cookies or biscuits, as they would call them, and they're round and they're pretty. And I bet they would work for a s'more. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but you don't. But they're
not a s'more.
They're not long. Like the thing
you have
about
to call it an English s'more.
The thing about the graham crackers is your Hershey candy bar perfect fit. In that graham cracker.
Right.
Like it's like they were made for each other.
Yeah. They probably were.
I mean, I don't know. Point. The size is almost identical. You just put one on top of the other. Put some marshmallows.
Well, the fact that the Hershey bars are broken, are divided into the square where you can break it off at the perfect size.
Yeah.
Yeah. And never try to go like 2 mellows to a s'more, if it's the full size marshmallows, because it never works out well. It's just too much.
You think one?
Yeah, one perfectly toasted, placed marshmallow oozes out to melty chocolate, and the graham holds it in place, and then go get a pressure washer for your beard if you have one. That's the proper s'more approach. But some kind of a big stout alongside it, coffee stout, imperial stout, something. That's what you need. We're sending you graham crackers. I'll DM you. I'll get your address. I don't know how you do that. How do you send it overseas?
You'll find nothing's cheap to send overseas.
All right, totally worth it though. Whatever. It costs.
Nothing. The shipping price for a box of graham crackers is probably gonna be like 5 times that box of graham crackers.
Yeah, but you can get a box of graham crackers for like $1.50.
Yeah,
probably. There's nothing to them.
Snyder pretzels. He's gotten.
By ship then horse. That's it. We'll do it. We'll go. I watched an American Tail. We'll just watch it in reverse, and we'll get them over there. Figure it out. Put it on a boat.
Tie it to a leg of a carrier pigeon.
They're pretty light. Maybe if you have like dual pigeons, but can they fly that far? You may need some sort of waterfowl. They could rest. They have carrier pelicans. We got a bunch of pelicans out here. A lot of them.
We got a lot of seagulls.
A lot of pelicans. I mean, in my pond our pond.
I guess
in our neighborhood.
Seagulls don't hang out in the water though.
They dive in there.
They dive, but they don't do the duck in the water.
Oh, I don't know. Pelicans do though.
Yeah.
They fly in formation and then they swim in formation.
So do geese.
And then they all
So do the ducks.
Yeah.
And the ducks.
But the ducks fly all the way over to England. Duck. I figure a pelican would.
Duck. Goose.
Yeah. Maybe geese. They have geese over there. If I know one thing, I know there's a goose. Just send a bald eagle. That would be epic, right? And it could be playing like some just big rock, like American
It's going to
rock.
play some Bruce Springsteen, damn it.
Or it could maybe Van Halen.
Isn't it Born in the USA?
That's a protest song, right?
Is it?
I think so. You need something like just some Van Halen, like what's the big solo? What's it called?
Eruption?
Yes, Eruption.
We need some, the swallows. The swallows will fly to England.
Can they carry?
African or European?
There we go. Ducks fly to England. I don't know. They stick together.
They
though.
get Canadian geese.
All right. Do we know any? Oh, I know somebody in Canada. They're in Alberta, though. That's a bit inland. It's a bit far. Too. I almost said fur. That's a bit fur over to the west. But I do know somebody in Alberta that used to live here in Houston. Brews beer.
And they purposely moved to Canada from Texas?
Yeah, they worked in the oil industry,
Oh.
so you had to go up there. You know, because they have the Edmonton Oilers up there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's a lot of oil. There's a lot of oil up there.
Yeah, there is. So, all that. All right. Well, I think we're out of beer.
We're out of beer.
We're
out of beer, and I need a candy bar.
we're low on sugar and embarrassingly out of beer. And
I need to go find me the nearest Charleston Chew.
yeah, to get a little pick me up.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, here's a thing that's in the works. So one, we got Callista Explains It All.
Yeah.
Callista Hop exhibition showcase.
Definitely an exhibition. We'll work on the hops.
Callista, yeah. Well, we'll figure out where to get them, right? So we know some people that delve in hops.
We know people, but it doesn't. We'll work on this one.
Two, well, one that we mentioned when Bruce was on. March, we're still planning a mead week. We should probably start looking at that and maybe reaching out to people.
Yeah.
3,
I gotta pee.
small bladders. 4. The one thing we didn't mention before, we've been talking to Mary at Thistle. And I think we mentioned it earlier before, but I think Fridays. So we'll start the week here in studio, unless we're not in studio. And then Fridays, we're going to look at doing some shows at Thistle.
Probably not every week.
Probably not every week, but like if it's a Friday where it's a long weekend and it's a holiday or something, we probably won't do that. But it's all about it. Huel Melon would be a close match to your Callista Hop. No, matches are fine, but this is a Callista Explains It All. This is all about that Callista Hop. We love it now because of Melissa Joan Hart. We got to see if we can get her to Skype in.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, let's wrap.
You really got to get that
I
candy
do.
bar.
No.
You got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
All those beers through you.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wrap there. It's coming up on the 2:00 hour. You had a long lunch today, everybody, so thanks for being a part
thanks
of it.
everyone.
Thanks to Twisted X, a.k.a. Kreischer Bluff Beer, Bach, for a historical walk down history lane. The brewery in LaGrange, this is based on that recipe, so that's pretty cool. Twisted X there in Dripping Springs, so check out their beers. And then we had, you got the other can? That's the old Crispy Business new lager from Real Ale. Thank you to both Real Ale, Twisted X, Kreischer Bluff Brewing, however they want to market that. Thanks to all three, however, breweries. And thanks to all of you, Jose and Philip and Adam and Jeffrey and Jules and Bruce. And who else did we see today? Everybody.
Yeah, thanks to everyone.
All y'all. So now I'm going to hit the music. Oh, we didn't even do the share song.
All right, make sure everyone.
Next time, share.
Everyone
We didn't say
shares.
share, but-
shares.
Yeah. All right, so let's share. Anyway, all right. So that's our music to wrap it up. But we hope everybody had a great weekend, and now off to a rip-roaring start to your week. So be on the lookout. We don't know when we're going to start those Friday shows, but it's soon, very soon. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of today's epic, almost 2-hour episode, Kennedy.
Yeah.
We made it. And thank you to all of you, and we will see you all very soon right back here on Liquid Lunch. So for Kennedy, I'm Josh. Have a good one. Adios.
The preceding has been a presentation of Stewed Productions.